All right.
We'll mow your wife's lawn, if you know what I mean.
All right, back. Christian is just roasting this poor man that's been cheated on.
He's been cucked.
He's been forced to wear the horns of the cuckold.
Jesus, it's terrible. Anyway,
Well,
I can't. I'm starting this over. I'm not putting this on.
oh, absolutely put this on there.
All right,
This is gold.
fuck it.
Yeah,
Throw it.
we'll post it to
Throw it in
Facebook.
the bucket.
We'll
Bucket.
post it on Fleming Land Management's
One
Facebook
One
page.
star.
That's terrible. All right, Jared, Will, Christian here to give you your weekly GFFL podcast. The Gibson brothers
too
are
excited about it. Damn.
out and about living life, but we're here giving you some content. Unfortunately, I'm surrounded by fools, literal fools. Look at these guys. All right, me and Jared took the L. What do you think about that, Jared? Us taking the L that we took.
I mean, yeah, it's not that big a deal.
Stephon Diggs just drug it.
He wasn't even really trying to win.
Who?
Kind of gave up a little bit.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, he fucking tanked right before that game, and then Stephon Diggs and Curtis Samuel were like, nah, bruh,
Yeah,
we ain't gonna let you tank.
can't help it.
Wait, did he scored the most in the? Yeah, he scored
Yeah,
the most.
Stephon had the most.
You know, you can't be mad if you lose to the guy that scores the most for the week.
It be like that sometimes.
Poor
All right, so what's our plan for today? I don't even.
We can do. What you gonna start with?
Week 6 talking points.
All right,
It's been an hour and a half at work on this.
all right. Let's
Christian
hear it.
is-
Not be prepared again.
Let's hear it.
Oh, well, I mean, you guys have to help.
All right.
Well, sure,
what do you
but-
start
but-
with?
Week
I don't-
6 talking points. In bold letters. Classics over butt pirates.
Ah, yeah. forgot
Weekly,
about
Weekly Report had that as the biggest blowout of the week.
that. It did. Yes, it did.
You have to hate it.
Mm-mm. You love to see it. You really do.
Let's see. Vogler put up 71 points. Yeah, that's shit.
Because his
Let's see
team
how this
sucks.
matchup played out. Let's see. Jordan Howard, 4.9 points. You just can't trust Jordan Howard to put up decent
Because he sucks.
numbers each week.
Didn't
Derrick Henry
Vogler
plays
post?
on the worst offense in the league.
That's about to change.
Actually,
Ryan Tannehill.
actually, I lied. The Bears are the worst offense in the league.
Oh, come on now.
Ryan Tannehill coming
The
at
Titans
you.
are pretty terrible. I mean, honestly, I'd rather have Tannehill back there than Mariota, too, if I was the Titans. But, yeah, Henry put up a stinker. Cooper got hurt.
Because he is a stinker.
He had a good game out of Austin Hooper, and
Calvin Ridley.
Ridley scored a touchdown on the first drive of the game, and then he caught a couple passes after that. That was pretty much it.
DK go route Metcalf had
Yeah.
69 yards. That's nice.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, his team stunk it up this week.
Mm-hmm. Is that your only talking point that you beat Michael?
That's
Yeah.
why I'm here.
Go ahead and tell us a little something.
Officer down. Officer down.
Officer down.
Cowboys down. Officer down. Rough week to be.
The
A
Butt Pirates fall to 3-3. Who's he got this
Let's
week?
take a
He's got
peek at
Miles
these
this week.
divisions.
And Cooper's probably out.
I've seen that
So I
he's
think
going
he
to try
goes
to
to
play,
3-4.
but
Is he? Okay.
I can see him playing the first drive and then getting hurt again and standing there.
All right, so despite his best efforts, Michael Gibson stands at the top of the West at 4-2. And Barkley's back, and Barkley's about to go fucking nuts this week. I think Barkley's going to just go
Michael's in a
absolutely.
weird spot because he looked like he was trying to kind of throw in the towel last week, and now maybe not so
eBay.
much.
Yeah, well, he traded away his guys for that Big Mike's 2021st, which is a really good first. I mean, it's gonna be top 5 at the worst, probably top 3.
Yeah, top 3. I'd have to think.
Then he trades us Fournette for Joe Mixon and Christian Kirk. I mean, that's clearly a play
That's a
for
future move,
that's a play
yeah.
for next year
That's a future
move. We traded for Fournette for a play for this year move. But yeah, I mean, he's not gonna have Stephon Diggs go for 35 points every week.
Yeah, I don't
mean,
really know what the
his
offense will
numbers
look
the first 5 weeks he didn't surpass 8.9 points. That's the highest he had.
Here, let me look at Michael's team.
So, I mean, it'll probably go back.
I know you're looking at it. Yeah, Flash is dinged up. He does have
Flash
Kirk.
sucks.
And yeah, he does. He does have a Kirk in a good matchup, but who's doubtful? He's currently listed as doubtful. I didn't even realize that.
Put an AJ Green on that Patriots team.
Hey, he's got Sammy Watkins. Oh, yeah, that guy sucks. He never plays, and when he does play, he stinks it up.
Yeah, he's a walking injury. There's no doubt about it. But Kyler Murray and Saquon, we can get into the matchups later. But I mean, Michael's team's in a weird spot. But what does he have? He does have Big Mike's pick, and he's gonna pair that with hopefully the Stephon Diggs landing somewhere. I don't know how long this is gonna last.
They're not gonna trade Diggs after that game. I don't think.
Yeah.
His team is fine going into next year. I mean, there's no way he does anything, I don't think, this year unless he wants to go back and move that 2021st that he just traded all those pieces for.
There's no chance that Fournette and Kyler within a fairly weak division, and
I thought that he traded way too much to get that pick.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
what did he trade? I can't remember the trade.
I didn't love those pieces that he traded, to be fair.
That's a dangerous.
Let's see here. I'll tell you. All right. So Taylor Ray sends 2021st Big Mike Panthers. The Gators send Zach Ertz, James Conner, Matt Breida, Jalen Samuels, 2023. So, I mean, really, you get Zach Ertz and James Conner. And Breida are all pretty good pieces. I think James Conner's the biggest piece there, obviously. And then Zach Ertz is a solid piece as well. Breida's okay. I mean,
I don't know. That
he's
offense
still a
is
young back.
is weird.
I think the market for 2020 first is pretty crazy right now. I mean,
and it's not going to get any less crazy.
No.
It's just going to get more crazy, honestly.
Dylan can pretty much set the market with those, and then Matt and who else has first? Taylor Ray has a first.
Yeah.
Does Dylan have them all except Matt has 2? Michael has
Dylan
1.
has 6. Matt has 2. Michael has 1. Taylor Ray has 1.
Does Burns have 1? Because that's kind of
no,
scary. Okay, that's good.
That doesn't equal 12, so I'm not sure who has what. I'm pretty sure Dylan has 6 after he made the Hopkins trade.
We'll look. Well, Chris. Well, then obviously Chris has got to have 1. We didn't say Chris.
Chris traded for his. That's what he
so
did.
Chris has his. So he does have 6. Does Dylan have ours?
Chris has 2. Chris has his own, and he has Johnny's.
Ooh, okay. So Chris has ours. Why the frick can I not stay on this page?
Chris doesn't have ours.
No, I'm talking about Dylan.
Oh.
So Dylan has
yours, mine, Miles, Vogler,
Ooh,
Tyler Burns.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Let's see the
Juicy.
best.
That's pretty juicy. But then again, outside of outside of Vogler, does Dylan have a top 3 pick other than his? He's gonna have his.
Own, yeah.
He's gonna have his. That may be the 1.01. But then he's gonna. I mean, are any of those other picks gonna finish in the bottom 5 of the league?
They definitely could.
I
Yeah,
think
Burns or
will.
Vogler definitely.
Burns may.
and Vogler. I don't think either of them make the playoffs. Dylan's not making the playoffs unless he ships those picks off and
That's not happening.
really grinds.
He's
them
not.
out
He's
the
not.
rest of the season. After he lost this week,
Yeah,
he's
I
not
don't
gonna
see it.
do
Hell
that.
no, he's way too
Unless he just
invested
wakes
in
up
that,
one
and
morning with a wild hair up his ass, he's not gonna.
I don't blame
he's not
him.
going to do that.
Yeah, that's what Dylan's
those
gonna do.
picks are super valuable. This class is super deep, and that's the reason why everybody's treating them like gold.
Yeah.
His team's going to be spooky next year.
Do we have?
Talking to the mic. Lift the mic. Just lift it up. There you go. Yeah. Or you can move it back away from you, so you just talk into it because you're above it. Yeah.
Do we have?
There you
go. Matchups from last week. Who did we pick?
Dylan sent me the text. Hold on. Gotta go to my filing system here.
I feel like we may have skipped over that.
Let's see. The unbeaten Gators beat the Wolf Cups.
Yeah, I think Dylan picked that, by the way.
I think Michael picked that.
Yeah, Michael picked himself.
I feel
think.
like I picked that.
I think Michael
think he
picked
did.
it before he
picked
traded
it.
away all
I've
his
got
guys.
Christian, the pups. Let's see. Where's the pups at on this? You did pick the Gators.
I did.
Yeah, you
Even though
did.
He didn't
And
pick
Dylan-
me.
Michael picked
Son of a
himself.
gun.
Me and you picked us.
Yeah, so Dylan picked the Gators. He texted me, so I got to pull up Dylan's text real quick.
I feel like the only game that I missed was Dylan over Big Mike.
So Dylan said the Panthers. So he picked Big Mike. Where's that at? Who did Big Mike play?
Mike played
Dylan?
Dylan, yeah.
Okay. So Dylan picked against him. He
That
picked
was-
Chris over Miles. Who won that game?
Chris actually won.
Chris won. So dang, Dylan back in the game with his this week's picks, I think.
I think I fucking.
Johnny, he picked the Nutrients. Johnny obviously won. Pirates versus Classics. He picked the Pirates.
Disrespectful.
Picked against you, so you had to
Those
mushroom
disrespectful
stand.
Yeah.
Gibsons, man.
I fucked up. I think I picked.
You
Mike
picked
Gibson.
You got
Vogler.
swayed.
You did.
You picked me, and then you changed your mind. Got punished for it.
Yeah.
I believe.
You guys know that I.
Damn, everybody picked Trey to beat Matt. I wonder why. Ooh, so that's a good. If you had to put your money on one of those two between Matt and Dylan to finish last place, who you got? Dylan's got D Hop. Matt has Kamara. Who you got?
I think eventually Matt caves and trades Kamara. I mean, I've got some
think so.
future moves for each team that we're gonna do a little bit later. Which I mean is coming for me. So
Matt's not
they'll
gonna
never
trade
happen
Kamara.
when somebody's getting Tyler Boyd, but
Matt's not going to trade Kamara unless it comes with one of the top tier running backs. And
He said that.
yeah, but
He's on record of that.
Yeah.
Jaguars weren't
That's
going
it.
to trade Ramsey
not gonna
even for a 5 first-round draft pick offer, and then they shipped him to St. Louis for 2. So
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I mean,
People say stupid.
somebody will cave.
They
He'll-
leak
he'll-
stupid
he'll
stuff
have to
like
make
that
a
all the
move.
time. Nah, Matt's team is better. He should be.
Tomorrow's going to
trading.
week in and week out be better, especially when Breeze comes back. So
So I mean,
yeah, you're probably right.
but I mean, you're fine with any of the top 3 picks.
He's going to get either Chuba
totally fine.
or was it
Taylor.
It's a toss up.
It's Taylor, Swift, maybe.
Swift, Judy.
And-
Where's
Judy,
DeAndre Swift? Where's
you're fine with any of
where's
those three.
Swift play? Clemson? No, who's Clemson's running back?
That's
He's
Clemson's Etienne.
Yeah,
That's
I think.
right.
French man.
DeAndre Swift, right?
Swift
Where does he play?
plays for God, Taylor plays for Georgia,
This
right?
is how
No,
you know none
Taylor
of us
plays for
own a
Wisconsin.
first-round
Oh,
draft
Wisconsin.
pick.
Yes, sorry.
Taylor plays for Wisconsin. Dylan's probably going to listen to this and be like, "These fucking
Yeah,
idiots."
these fucking rooks, man.
I don't
This
know.
is
I
how-
don't pay
like, this-
attention to
What,
it.
These are-
who am I looking up?
DeAndre Swift.
Swift.
This is 2 teams that
I've
don't
literally
own a
never
first.
watched them play. Never.
I watched Jonathan Taylor play the other day, and I was like, "Fuck, I'll trade Christian
Yeah.
McCaffrey for this
Oh,
dude."
Georgia.
Wisconsin's stupid. Yeah, that's what I was getting.
Yeah, so Swift
I
plays
got
for
that
Georgia.
wrong.
RBU.
That's interesting. Larry.
Yeah, I mean, and then wait, who does Judy play for? Is it
Hey, what
Alabama?
about-
Is it
yeah.
Alabama?
Wait, are you actually asking me that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays for.
I don't-
Yeah,
Pay attention. I
yeah,
promise.
yeah.
He
So
plays
he
for
so he
Alabama.
plays for Alabama. I thought you were
No,
trolling.
I'm serious.
So who's the guy that plays across from Jerry Juday? Is it Ruggs? He set like the record.
I don't know.
I just googled this. Is it Ruggs?
Najee Harris is a running back.
Oh god.
Let's just take a peek here.
All
He
right, so-
set the record with Jerry Juday before Jerry Juday for like the.
Is it Juday? It's not Judy.
Yeah. Why are you trying to church it up?
I thought it was Juday.
I don't know.
Church
Maybe
up.
it is.
Maybe no, it could be Judy. I don't know. My bad. I'll call him Jerry Judy.
I just
I don't,
read it as Judy.
I don't watch college
Fucking
football. That's
judge.
just-
I have
that
the
shit
I'ma call him
sucks.
Judge
fight,
Judy.
yeah.
Okay, the judge. All right, so let's do this to give some direction here. Let's go through the picks and so quickly. Will, Michael, Jared all picked Miles to beat Chris. Was
Wrong.
So that's an L.
that? Okay, so I'm gonna run down the list. I picked Miles, wrong. I picked Johnny, so I'm 1-1. I picked the classics, I'm 2-1. I picked Dylan to beat Big Mike. I'm 2-2. I picked Trey. That was 3-2, and I picked the Wolf Pups, who lost to the Gators. So I went 3-3 this week. That moves me to 16-14. Michael picked Miles, 0-1. Johnny, 1-1. Picked Vogler, 1-2. He picked a tie between Mike and Dylan. I forgot. He's 1-3. He picked Trey, so 2 and 3, and he picked himself, so 3 and 3. He had a decent week after punting one
Yeah,
pick.
the tie was a bold pick.
Bold-
But if it
bold
would have
stretch.
come in,
Yeah, that would have been savage.
86.67.
That's savagery. Dylan picked Chris. Check. Picked the Nuts. Check. Picked the Pirates. Boo. So he's 2 and 1. He picked Big Mike over himself. So he went to what, 3 and 1? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, oops. So he went to 4 and 1. Is that right? Dylan's 4 and 1 on the week. Picked Trey 5 and 1. I can't. I'm retarded. I'm actually retarded. 4 and 1, 4 and 2. Dylan went 4 and 2 this week. Woo! All right, I gotta wake up. I'm gonna stutter and stammer through this. Jared went.
Not good, I don't think.
You got Miles wrong. Johnny Wright's the 1 and 1. You picked Vogler over Christian. That's 1 and 2. You picked Big Mike. So you got the right 2 and 2. Trey got the right 3, and then you got the Cup strong. So you went 3 and 3 this week.
3 and 3 is not bad.
All right, so the standings for those keep the score at home. Michael's still in the lead at 20 and 10. He's gotten 2/3 of the picks right. It's not bad. Dylan and I are 16 and 14, and then Jared's at 17 and 13. Christian's picks this week. He picked Chris over Miles. So that's right. He picked Johnny. That's right. 2 and 0. He picked himself. 3 and 0. Picked Dylan.
Let me down, son.
Yep, that's 3 and 1. No, that's 4 and 1. I'm retarded. No, it's 3 and 1.
Math is hard.
Got it. If you see what I'm looking at,
count the six,
you see what it's confusing how I wrote it.
Let's just call it 5 and 1.
Anyway, 3 and 1, yeah, and you're 5 and 1. So he went 5. No, you went 5 and 1. Damn.
Oh,
That's nice. Pretty good.
There it
Pretty
is.
good. All right. For everybody listening, I'll do better. I'll wake up. All right, Christians, let's get us rolling into some GFFL talk. Are we going to do power rankings? Is that what y'all want to do right now?
I'll shoot out some power rankings with nothing written down.
All right. So let's do power rankings. You have the teams right here.
Yeah, we'll consolidate them.
So here comes the teams. Here comes our power rankings. Christians, Jared's, and Will's. So I don't want to do a consensus power ranking because mine are going to be different than yours, I'm sure.
Okay.
All right. Up first. Wait, or do you want to do the last? You want to do the worst team in the league?
Yeah,
worst team in the league.
Start at number 12.
That's fine. Worst team in the league.
Number
Butt
12.
Pirates.
The
Ooh.
Pirates are the last team in the
Are the
league.
worst.
I can't call them the worst. They're doing okay. They're doing okay.
I'll say, yeah.
For all things considered, if Amari Cooper gets hurt, though, Dak Prescott sucks. The Cowboys suck.
With what that team looked like, 3 months ago,
Yeah. Here he is.
they've taken some steps. I don't know.
Here he is. Des Bryant's going to sign, and he's going to save the day.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, he's
He
not.
still has Dez?
He does still have Des.
Man, imagine still owning somebody like Dez.
Yikes.
I'm
That's
not
pretty
going to
bad.
let go of Gronk, but I wouldn't have Dez.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gronk's actually got a chance.
All right, so worst team in the league, I think that is consensus. We're going to go Dylan.
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, number 12.
And we had that conversation because we think
Yeah.
Kamara's going to be a little more consistent.
Yeah, number 12 has to be Dylan right now if you're not taking, future picks into account.
Yeah.
So, pretty cookie cutter.
11. I think this one's easy too. Or are we going to go? Are you taking Big Mike here?
No, it's got to be Matt.
You think Matt's team? Let's look at Big Mike's team.
Mike has a couple.
Ooh, he has
Mike
Kittle.
has a couple good names. He doesn't have a great name. Kittle's the best player on that team.
Brandon Cooks is underperforming. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
Cooks
think
is-
it's going to get any better.
I think it will.
I think he's going to have a good week this week.
he's a lock to
I've got-
put up 1,000 every season, and
Not this season.
he's got to bounce back.
Actually, he's got 5 out of his 6 games with 90 yards.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I was whoa! I was looking at the wrong thing there.
So far this year, he has
He has
343
100
yards
game. Yeah.
through 6 games.
He has how
had
many yards?
343
Oh,
so far this season. He
For
has
6
been a
games.
lock for 1,000 yards the past 4 seasons before this. So
Yeah, you're right.
I think this week's a big week. I think he's a big DFS target, but that's no secret. He's playing against Atlanta, and they just can't. They just don't guard anybody. They're just Pitiful.
If St. Louis loses to the Rams,
Man, dude, it's hard. It's hard.
things are true.
It's hard for me to say Matt's team is worse than that team I just looked at, just because he has Kamara.
Yeah, but what else does he have?
I mean, he has Sony Michelle, Bob
Woods.
Bob Woods is worse than Cook.
Freeman.
Marvin
Freeman
Jones
hasn't been
Mike
atrocious. I'm just talking about like this year, right now.
Yeah,
like
I agree. I don't think.
I don't
Matt's the second
think
worst
Matt's.
team.
I think Matt's team is better than he's got Singletary. I mean, Frank Gore. I mean, Matt could win some games this year despite himself. I mean, as much as he would try to lose.
But I don't think Mike's team is the next worst. Hell.
Then what's
I
worse?
would take.
Are you
Dude,
gonna say? Are you gonna say it? Are you gonna say Burns' team?
Yeah, his team is terrible.
Yeah.
His team might be a bottom 2 team, and he is 4-2.
That team is not that bad.
That team's fucking trash.
That
He
team's not
has
that bad.
the ugliest on paper team that I've probably ever seen that is somehow 4-2. I mean, the wheels are starting to fall off, and I think it's going to be really ugly by the end of the year.
No, that year that I had the team with LeGarrette Blount and D'Angelo Williams backing up Le'Veon Bell and made it all the way to the GFFL championship. That was the ugliest team you've ever seen in your life.
Eckler passed 2 games with Melvin Gordon back, 7 points, 2 points. He's not going to get.
He has
back.
Jarvis and Robbie.
He does get Ingram back.
He has
against
Anthony
Arizona
Brown.
He's got
this week.
Ingram.
He's got Antonio Brown.
I'm not. No,
I
this
saw
team
a
is-
video of
this
Antonio Brown out there working against
Yeah.
somebody as
Some-
athletic as fucking Will. Like,
easy,
Why will?
easy.
because he was
Hey,
tall and
He
white.
looked like some dude he pulled out of a McDonald's to be like, hey,
Dude.
man, you want to try to run routes on me?
That guy was terrible. I was like,
Yikes.
really? This is the guy we're
Dude,
supposed to
I
be?
am. Well, it depends on Damian. Like Damian's come back and soiled Christian's
He's-
plans.
No, he's lost his job. Look at his numbers. He caught 1 pass for 14 yards on the score, and he had 1 carry.
Mm,
1.
that is
One
spooky.
carry.
Yeah.
McCoy had 8 carries. That's 8 times more.
That's math checks out.
They're gonna start.
I am going to say, all right, here we go.
Okay, so number 12 is clear cut Dylan. We're arguing 11 right now. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I cannot put somebody with Alvin Kamara and Robert Woods and Jared Goff playing in that division that's going to score. They play the Cardinals twice. Like, I'm just not. I just refuse to think that Matt finishes in the bottom 2.
I think you should try to. He has his own.
He should. I think he absolutely should. That's neither here. That's not the conversation we're having.
No.
I think Matt's team's kind of is going to get in its own way with him getting a top 3 pick. He could be the next one up. I would say I'm going Big Mike here. I don't think. Oh man, Alshon Jeffrey though and Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Mike has a couple. Like he has Kittle. That's the biggest piece on that team.
All right,
by
I'm going back.
far.
I'm going back to look at Matt's. I'm gonna. He has Marvin Jones though,
He's got
but
Marvin
he has
Jones.
Sony Michelle who sucks. I'm just
Sonny
kidding.
Michelle is not good until December,
Sony Michelle's just
and
not
some
a very
might
good
say that
running
Sonny
back. You
Michelle's
watch
not
him,
very good at all.
watch him play, and you're like,
These
dude,
teams
this
are-
guy stinks.
Can we
He
just
sucks.
put them all in a tie for like?
Yeah,
Like
this
a
isn't
four-way
that. This
tie for
isn't that
ninth?
serious. Just put.
I mean, we're all doing our own rankings, so I mean, I would still probably put Matt at 11
Okay,
by
so-
a nose over Mike at 10.
I would rather have Matt's team than fucking
Well, yeah, I would
Burns' team.
I would rather
so,
have-
so give me Blazers at 11
Oh,
because his team is
Oh.
trash.
4 and 2 and 11th in the power.
Then give me Big Mike.
Dang,
Then
Jared loves him some Kamara.
Then give me Matt.
I could see Matt finishing.
Then I'll take the
T-Ray storming back in the game is throwing a wrinkle in my power rankings.
If the argument is the power rankings for the teams as they stand now,
Yes,
I think
that's
I don't
what it
think
is.
Kamara carries Matt's team enough, especially with him being hurt. Like
Well-
he's playing hurt. He's had one really strong game, and everything else.
He's played with
He's playing.
2 games with a.
He's
with his
playing with Teddy
quarterback.
Bridgewater, but I mean, as far like everybody else is still performing pretty well. I mean, Michael Thomas, I think, is still
Yeah,
top
but that's
5.
because they're being forced to. Teddy Bridgewater's being forced to beat them. They're not going to let Teddy Bridgewater, other teams, they're not going to let him turn around and hand it to
They're
Kamara.
not going to let Michael Thomas beat him. They're not going to let.
Yeah,
Kamara
but when
beat him.
Breeze comes back, Breeze can sling it all over you, or he can turn and hand. There's more to guard there. I think that when Breeze comes back, and that's definitely sooner than later.
I'll put freaking.
I think if
Who,
I'll
so
put-
okay, so you went. So Christian went Dylan Matt.
yeah, I'm going to put Matt at 11
I'm gonna say I don't like.
as the team.
All right,
stands.
fine.
If
I'm gonna put Matt at 11 too, and then
If
I'm going Big Mike.
he could trade Kamara and turn that roster. He could really bring that roster up by trading Kamara. I think with where the market is right now. I mean, you guys aren't moving McCaffrey.
No.
It would take a lot for me to move Zeke. I know Michael's not moving Barkley, so that leaves Kamara out of the big four. And if you're gonna come get Kamara, you're gonna have to come and get him. Like you're gonna have to.
Yeah,
pay.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think anybody wants to pay.
Yeah, and I don't think
what
Matt
Matt
wants.
wants right
I don't.
now. I
Yeah,
don't think
and I
he
don't blame
needs
him.
to
Like
move.
it's so hard to get into that echelon of running back that I don't know if you trade your way out of it unless it's just something ridiculous, and I don't see something ridiculous knocking on his doorstep. Not with the way Kamara's playing. Like if Kamara was playing like CMC, then I could see.
It's not a great time to sell Kamara. Just
Yeah.
for
I think Matt
performance.
rides it
It's
out.
not a good time to sell anybody on his team. You can't sell Sony Michel. Nobody's fucking buying. You can't sell Robert
Yeah,
Woods
Sony
'cause
Michel's okay.
nobody's
That's
buying.
I hate Sony Michel enough. I hate watching him play.
I think Kamara's in that tier high enough to where he can have,
Nobody.
not even a dud start to the season, but a slow start to the season, and still it not affect his value.
I mean, I'm not looking at Kamara and being like, man, this guy's not any good. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just
I'd
not.
love to have him.
Like,
I'd
yeah,
love to have him.
I'd love to have him too. But all right, so we're looking at Christian. Who's your third worst team? You went Dylan, Matt, or your bottom two, in that order.
It's got to be.
So it looks
It's
like
got to be the Lil Blazers, man. I made all these comparisons to Big Mike and Matt, and then I looked at his team, and it's just.
we'll look at it again.
He's starting.
He's got He's got your boy Ty and Evan Ingram.
To give you
Philip Lindsay's playing really well.
yeah, and I like Philip Lindsay, and
I'm taking
he
Big
takes
Mike.
a big wet shit on Royce Freeman every day, but
Pretty much.
just for a spoiler into the future, I have moves for each team, and for Lil Blazers, I just wrote pray because they don't. If you're a competing team and you're trying to make a push for a championship, who do you go for from that team? Who does he have that you want?
Not a soul.
No. Evan Ingram.
And
Yeah.
then if
We already tried that route. And he was like, nah,
That's
I'm
it.
keeping him, man. I'm like, all right.
and if he wants to rebuild, I mean, who do you take from that team that you want to give a 2020 first for?
I would give.
I'd give a late one
first
for Ingram. I would.
for Evan Ingram.
Okay,
Yeah,
and,
sure.
and we have to keep in mind that four
Late first.
people own the 2020 first.
Yeah.
One of which is
Nobody's
Dylan.
coming. The future is not bright for
No,
Tyler Burns.
I wrote,
But
pray that this is your year. Try to trade a 2021 first for the best player you can get, and pray to God you can fluke that shit squad to a championship.
Yeah, that's this team. It's just gross.
Yeah, so I'm going Burns. I'm going Dylan, Matt, Big Mike, and Burns because Big Mike's. I don't know if San Francisco could draft a running back, and then I don't know. I don't think that they will do that. For the record, I think that Shanahan just likes to just throw three guys out there and just have them just run around and just fuck up everybody's fantasy football teams. So,
Antonio Brown fucked the fucking Raiders. He fucked the Patriots, and he fucked Tyler Burns.
yeah. Do you think he's going to come back to the Patriots? You think that's the
No.
Patriot way?
No, hell no.
No.
I think he's done. I don't think anybody wants him.
Nobody's.
He's about to
not
get
gonna play
the
for a
cap
I
treatment.
think the dude's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he belongs in a padded cell somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't hate that.
he did a big wet fart in Tyler Burns' face, and then didn't pay him $11,000. So.
Dylan just shipped that off. Just Vogler took Dylan for him, and then Dylan took Burns for him, and the bomb went off in Burns' hands.
Yeah,
It was-
Tyler Burns is playing doctor, and he
Yeah.
just farted right in his mouth.
Yep.
Oh God! So Christian's going Burns, third worst, and then Big Mike. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
All right, so now we get down to the nitty gritty. This is pretty interesting here, I think. So you got to pick the 8th worst team. Is it?
The 8th worst team.
It was probably between Chris, Miles.
No.
Well, Michael Gibson.
I'm going to have
Vogler?
Synergy Express a lot higher than I think you guys will.
Okay, well,
I mean,
then,
Chris's team is still pretty damn good. We've already talked about.
yeah,
that.
that's true.
It's got to be Vogler.
Vogler here.
I mean,
Vogler here.
Chris
over.
Carson is a beast. Marlon Mack is a pretty good player.
Yeah, look at his bench. I mean, look at he's got Beckham and
He's
Yeah,
nowhere. He's
that's-
nowhere close to 8.
Yeah,
So let's
you're
just-
right.
let's
So
table
it's
that talk for a
I'm
second.
going Vogler.
Yeah, it's got to. I feel dirty rating him 8th. Like I feel like he should probably be 10th. But I mean, he's got Cooper. He's got Henry.
What do you think about? I mean, you could make an argument for this Miles squad with all these Chargers, and boy, they looked abysmal Monday night. They looked bad.
They've got to kind of swing back though, right? And Hunter Henry just popped the fuck off.
Hunter Henry's
Yeah,
legit.
Well, Hunter Henry really takes some of the shine off of Keenan Allen.
That's what I'm saying,
Keenan
like-
Allen is just pure volume, and then now they've got Hunter Henry, and they're trying to feed Melvin Gordon, get him started back up, and they're playing almost every series, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 11, just because they're trying to reintegrate Melvin Gordon.
Boy, I mean,
I really liked Kerryon Johnson too, but man, he's put up decent fantasy points. Like he's fine
he's
as
just
an
been
RB2,
super inefficient.
Are we all
But
putting
man, he's
Vogler at
got
8?
like 3 yards per carry through
Yeah.
5 games.
It's
He
not
just
good.
runs into
Matt-
the back of the line.
Matt
and falls
Stafford is
down.
throwing for the 2nd most yards per attempt in the league behind Mahomes. By the way, that's good for Galladay owners, I guess, who look good. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
But no, I
At 8,
I still don't mind.
I'm going
Miles'
Vogler at
team.
8. What do you want, Jared?
Vogler
at 8?
Yeah, Vogler at 8. And that's generous.
Yeah, I mean, Vogler's team is better than he's got Henry, Cooper, Dak, DK, Hooper. Yeah, Hooper playing like he did is gonna keep him out of that bottom
That's not gonna
3rd,
last.
bottom 4th. Excuse me.
I think
Who are you
for
debating
me it's
between?
between. I think it's between Michael Gibson's roster and
Let's look at
look at
Michael's
his
roster.
roster. It's terrible.
Between him
He's got
and
Barkley.
He's got
Vogler's
Kyler
roster.
Murray,
Yeah,
and Saquon Barkley, but Joe Mixon is not good this year. Stephon Diggs, okay, yeah, he just had that blow up the hell week, but he's just going to go right back to not being very relevant. Josh Gordon stinks. Curtis Samuel is not a
Roller
great
coaster.
fantasy player, and he doesn't even have a fucking tight end. I don't know who his tight end is.
I can't put that team anywhere close to Vogler's team.
I think Jared's on to something. I don't know if I'm gonna
Well,
if I'm gonna
he's still
change.
Christian Kirk, who's pretty good. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just gonna stick to my guns and go Vogler and then Gators.
yeah, actually, I'll go Vogler as well, and then Gators.
Vogler
I agree.
Gators.
Yep.
So there's 8 and 7.
The problem with Vogler's roster is he doesn't have anywhere to go.
All right, so
Yeah,
then
he's
he
stuck
needs-
in purgatory.
He needs to move Derrick Henry.
for what? Nobody's gonna pay what Vogler's gonna add. Vogler thinks Derrick
needs
Henry's a
to
top
move-
5 dynasty
yeah,
back.
he
You
needs
could
to
think-
move
you could
top
get-
5 receiver Calvin Ridley also.
I could be wrong.
He's not.
but-
I mean, Amari Cooper is like one of those guys where you just hold on to him and just hope
yeah,
he
Cooper's
just.
fine. You keep him. He's still young. You keep Ridley. You
Who-
keep
what are you gonna
Cooper,
trade?
You keep
Derrick Henry
DK
for?
Metcalf. You just take Henry.
And
And
do
you move
what?
him for whatever you can get. Surely you can get a first round pick for fucking Derrick Henry. He's worth a
To
first.
who?
He's worth a first.
To who? There's nobody
If
with
Dylan's competing for next year, he could move a first for Derrick Henry.
what next year.
Yeah.
If it'd
I
have to
guess
be a late first, and I don't.
Vogler's not going to trade that dude. He's not going to gamble. He's not going to coin flip.
Yeah,
On a-
Vogler
Well, I think it's
doesn't-
his only option. I don't think he's
Vogler
going to do it.
doesn't
I'm
make
just telling you what I
picks.
think he's got to do.
I think Vogler's team's just going to be bleh.
he
And
could
he's
trade
got-
Derrick Henry for a handful of.
I don't
know,
remember
younger guys
Vogler
or
making a
something.
first round pick since 2015.
Neither do the
And
neither
that's
do
why
the Wolf
that team
Bucks.
looks the way it looks.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, all right. What's so we got?
So we're looking for
So
so
we
the next
got
one up is
Vogler
I got to
and
ask Christian is
Gators.
if he's putting Michael Gibson's team after
Who do
Vogler.
we have left? Who do we have left? Let me. take
I'd
a
say
look.
the options here
Scroll through the
probably
teams.
Miles.
So you have between
I think Miles.
so the teams that are left: Nutrients, Express, Classics,
Pops,
Pups,
Miles.
Cubs.
Miles, and the Cubs.
Ray Cubs.
You're putting the Cubs?
Oh no.
Yeah,
Cubs and Gators. Yeah.
Cubs and Gators. So I guess are you
you're
putting Gators
choosing
next?
Between Gators and probably
So
Miles,
so
I would
so,
Yeah.
so we need. So this is rounding out your bottom 6 here.
Top 6. Oh
Round
no,
out the
no.
bottom.
Yeah, yeah. I'm saying like you're going.
I don't love Miles' team.
All right, I'll look at Miles' team.
Yeah, pull it up.
I don't love Michael's either.
Le'Veon, Ingram, Keenan. I'm not. I
He's
cannot.
got a good win.
I
now,
cannot,
too,
in
Mike.
good conscience, put Miles' team worse than Michael's team because Miles also has Melvin Gordon, has Cam Newton. He's got
Miles really needs Cam.
Julian
to come back
Edel. I mean
and
Julian
be
Edelman.
healthy.
He's got depth there. Like I think his team is just better than Michael's team right now for sure.
Yeah, he's still got Melvin Gordon. Yeah.
Week to week, Melvin Gordon could produce what Barkley produces on any given week. Not consistently, but
Yeah. I mean,
bet.
his team's pretty good.
yeah. I mean,
He
I
needs-
can't do that.
He needs a quarterback right now.
So
Phillip Rivers ain't it.
your bottom 6. Who's the best of your bottom 6? Got to pick.
We go outside the box and say Miles' team.
All right.
And maybe it's just because we're in the same division.
Okay,
Maybe
that's
it's
fine.
because he thumped me week 2 or week 3 maybe.
Yeah, it was the Austin Eckler bet week.
Yeah, it was Austin Eckler. No, that was the they gave Adam Thielen a rushing touchdown because he was playing me.
Yeah. So then I assume I don't want to. I want to get off Michael's team here. Are you going Michael next?
Yeah, I'd put him 5.
You're gonna put Michael 5.
I'd put him 6.
You put Michael
Yeah, put him
6.
6.
Okay, so Michael 6. So Jared and I, we got to pick our 6 team.
And you guys are between Miles and
Our 6th team.
Miles, Bear
yes.
Cubs,
Give me
Miles. Classics.
Yeah, Miles is definitely next.
Yeah, Miles. You think Miles? Yeah, I'm gonna go Miles as well. So far we've been.
So now we've got. Top
So this
5
is
teams
the
here.
top 5, and the teams that are left. I can't believe T Ray's in this conversation, but here we are. You're welcome, T Ray.
It's gonna be tough, but
So the teams that are left are the Cubs. I keep trying to call him the Rays for some reason. Cubs, Pups, Classics,
Murphy,
Synergy,
Johnny.
All right. You want to start us off? You want me to start us off here?
I would put Chris.
You're gonna put Chris here.
Yeah.
Let's look at C Murph's team. Week to week, wide receivers. Nope. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna say
Actually, yeah.
T Ray's team as
Yeah.
well.
Man, this is close.
I'm going T Ray's team.
I
think-
was just looking at a starting lineup, and then I scrolled down and saw Odell and Juju, which I think Juju's still not a good,
Odell's gonna
reliable
find it.
wide receiver
He's a wide receiver
starter.
I
right
see.
now.
I'm also going to say this though. I don't know what Aaron Jones is going to look like, even short term.
Yeah,
we can make the same
I
argument
agree.
about Breida.
I think Chris's team is better than.
Yeah.
Fuck me, man.
Well,
I
you're
don't know.
looking at that team right now, Chubless and Connor.
Well, yeah, but that's just on a bye. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot he did haul in all those
he's got a
guys.
strong team.
Yeah, I'm still.
Mahomes,
Yeah, I'd still
Chubb.
have him at 5.
So you're gonna put
Kyrie,
so Christian's got
Aaron
Trey. At,
I just don't like Aaron Jones. He's been the only reason that he's the way he is this season is because he's been getting these easy touchdowns where like his yard on days he's had 2 actual good days as a running back. The other 4 weeks he's been not that good.
I wouldn't want any part of owning Aaron Jones in any sort of dynasty league just because his usage is more inconsistent, I think, than any running back in the league over the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, I think closer to 2.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting roughly 50% snap percentage overall in the year. A little, maybe a
No,
little
it's a
higher.
mute point. We can sit here and go in circles.
60%,
But T Ray's got plenty of running back depth. I just can't put Juju Odell. I think hopefully it works out. But I am
Juju's not
I'm
going
going to
any
easily put. I'm going Cubs at 5, Chris at 3.
This season.
Oh, so we've got a 4.
Juju's
We've
not
got a
getting
4
any
in between
better.
those teams.
No, oops,
Odell.
my bad. Cubs at
Odell could potentially get better.
Yeah, I think things will get. Hopefully, the Browns can make a trade for Trent Williams from the Redskins, but the Redskins are glued to that dude. They're just gonna.
If they, I mean, they'd be.
Who are you picking? Who are you taking at 5?
Redskins are terrible. I will do. I'll do Chris, and then I'll take. I'll take
Cubs?
the Cubs.
So he's got T Ray sliding in the top 4.
I would go Taylor Ray 5, Synergy 4.
All right. Let me take a stroll right here.
Actually, let me back up.
Oh, we're backpedaling.
Let me
folks.
back up.
Don't do this to me.
That better not be the Classics roster you're looking at over
This is
there.
the classics
Oh,
roster
you're
I'm
X off of
looking
that.
at. Oh man, the classics are just spooky. They're spooky.
We're thin.
You're very thin.
Oh, it's right here. Ooh, Zeke, Gurley. Ooh, yeah. I'd like to put some respect on your team, but no.
I just don't know.
I think
Classics
T
are
Ray's.
scary to look
Oh
at.
man,
Hey,
Dude, let me. All right,
Only
let
thing
me
you
back
need to-
all the way up. I'm putting the classics at 6.
whoa!
I'm just kidding. Give me the classics at 5.
Walking off the podcast.
Then give me Chris's team. Then the Cubs.
T Ray in top 3.
Yeah, T-Ray's top 3.
Oh man.
Because I just don't like your team.
But-
I'm sorry. I hate to say it, but I don't like your team. I
did you
love
see-
Ezekiel Elliott.
Did you see
Obviously.
the Patriots defense there? I mean,
Oh,
what
god
is
damn.
that
You're right. I
worth?
do have to take that
What is
into
that
account,
worth?
don't I? That literally it's absurd.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Absolutely insane.
Are you sure you don't want to trade? We can work
Number
out something
9.
sitting right here.
It only
Number
gets
9
better from
overall
here.
defense.
Hey, take a look at that
He's
playoff
putting
schedule.
up
I don't want to. I hope you
insane
get beat
numbers.
before we have to see you in
the
the
past
playoff.
3 weeks 25, 14, 27. That's insane. Dude, you're outscoring a lot of people's defenses by 20 points a week. Like
Hey.
every week.
It's just like having a good tight end, which I also
it's
have.
Disgusting. Yeah, but Kelsey hasn't actually been that
Yeah, I'm
effective.
still waiting
I'm
for
still.
a
I'm
Kelsey
putting.
game.
So. You leaving Christian at 5, or you putting Chris at 5?
Nah, I'm
You're leaving
Christian.
it. So Jared went. So top 5 work. Yeah, top 5 for Jared is Classics at 5, Synergy at 4, Cubs at 3. Christian with top 5 went Cubs, Synergy. Who's your third team?
It's got to be me.
You put you.
Yeah, I have to be realistic about it. I think I'm one move away from getting to where I want to be.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm.
gonna have
I'm,
to
I'm,
red-
I'm gonna put you at 3 as well.
I'm gonna have to red paperclip that bitch. I'm gonna have to go from a Tyler Boyd to an Alvin Kamara somehow.
Good luck.
Might have to do something with Mike Evans. Might have to do something with Zeke if it gets really nitty gritty. But
Yeah.
we're still Classics work on their roster every single week, and if you've gotten a shitty trade offer from the Classics, you know that's true. So
I think we all have.
50 no's and one yes means yes.
That's right.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
And if they keep saying no, you just never mind.
All right,
You
here we
hope
go.
They get drunk playing
Jesus.
playing video games at Ben Polk's house. And
That's
just
right.
Pull their underwear down and spread them.
Yeah.
Long live that day. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do it. Who you got? The pups or the nuts? The
Pups or
The
the,
pu-
nuts?
the
The,
pups or the-
easy decision here is to say the nutrients. That's what all the pundits want you to say. The real answer is that the pups are number 1.
Jared's
Still.
Jared's a homer.
You got to stay on brand. If we
Jared's
didn't
taking-
like our team, we wouldn't
Jared's
have our
taking
team.
the pups. All right, Christian, give me an argument why the nuts are better than the pups. Because I mean, I gotta stay with the brand, but I'm not gonna be ridiculous here because his team's really freaking good.
You guys have a lot of depth.
We can't start them all. unfortunately.
I feel like your roster throughout each and every month is like trade a stud for depth, trade depth for a stud. Now we don't want to trade depth for a stud. We need studs. Now we're trading studs for depth.
That's pretty much exactly how
Now,
it goes.
like our bench is better than over 60%.
Listen,
of the league,
listen. Talk
75%
about
of the
this.
league.
Could you imagine putting our current bench right now? The team, the players that are on our current bench this week: Jimmy G, Christian McCaffrey, Demont, DJ Chark, Fitzgerald, McLaurin, Preston Williams, Disley, Panthers D. That beats 80% of the league.
Well,
That's-
I don't know about that.
What's 80% of 12?
That's nah, I don't agree.
You don't think that team
with
right
Christian
there with Christian
Jimmy
McCaffrey?
G is actually a terrible fucking fantasy quarterback.
that's
He
not-
stinks.
That's not much to write
Christian
home about.
McCaffrey's great.
And then-
Demont actually kind of stinks. I'm hoping that he can somehow, after this bye, come out.
And then
play
we're
really
rolling
well.
out Deshaun, Jacobs, Fournette, Cup, Galladay.
Our starting lineup is great, and we've got
Andrew
great
Sutton.
pieces that you can piece in
Yeah.
each week, and we've
This
got
is
a lot
gonna
of
be your hardest
options.
week playing Johnny
For
with
sure.
McCaffrey. And with this, I mean, you guys are.
And
maybe
I mean, we
replacing
could
one
not
guy
have
in the
asked for
lineup.
any better of a layup this week with freaking Fournette playing against the Bengals. He's going to touch the ball 30 times.
Yeah, but
Cup.
Dalvin Cook also plays against the shitter
Lions.
Detroit Lions
Yeah.
run defense. They just
Jacobs
let
plays
Jamal
against-
Williams run all over them.
I think Johnny's team is one running back away from being borderline untouchable, and it
Running back.
really
Yeah,
fucking
he
guts
could.
me to say that.
Yeah,
And I'm still
yeah.
waiting on that.
I mean-
Johnny Phillips blow up, and
I mean, the dude has MT, Julio, and Devontae Adams.
Yeah, the thing is, when you're starting those,
That's spooky
I
dookie.
think that we take it this week because Michael Thomas is up against Chicago. I don't think he scores more than 10 points this week. You've got Lamar Jackson against Seattle.
Julio against Jalen Ramsey, baby.
That's right.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Rams
Julio
trading
against
just in
Ramsey.
time for
We'll
the
see how that
Pups.
goes.
Jalen Ramsey was so scared of that matchup with AJ Green this week. He said, "Fuck it, just trade me for whatever you can get. Go, get me out of there." I'm pretty sure the Bengals play the Rams later this season, so it's coming. But he didn't want it this week.
I don't think that. I
know.
don't think
Who
that.
knows?
I'm gonna stay with the brand. I'm gonna go Pups, but I respect the argument for JP what he's done.
Let me
So-
take a look at Johnny's bench.
Got Devontae Adams on the bench who might
Yeah.
play this week,
Everything
which
else
is going to be huge for
handcuffs
Green
and
Bay.
upside.
Yeah, he's got it. I mean,
He's been trying to move Philip Dorsett for weeks now.
Yeah, Johnny's one running back away.
DJ Chark.
And,
Do 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 do.
I mean, if you like David Johnson, he's there, but I think his best days are behind him. He seems like he's beat up every week. He's more of a receiver than a running back.
That's
I
true.
don't think he's what's his highest yardage total for the year running.
Rushing
18 for 82 in week 1.
82 right out of the gate. 14, 37, 40, 91 against the poor Bengals.
He couldn't put up 100.
His yards per carry average right now is roughly,
That's like
probably 4?
it's
a little less than
it's
4?
like
under 3.
3.7, 3.8 maybe.
Yeah, something like that. But anyway, I mean,
But he's catching the ball.
I don't hate
Stupid
DJ,
rate.
but I do agree that he's not a thumper in the least bit. He's more of a receiver than anything, which just comes with their offense. So that may give him more longevity. Truthfully, if he can stay healthy.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't have a
he's-
problem
he's
with
not
the
getting
argument.
Slammed into
Johnny's
the line a bunch
Johnny's
of
3
times.
receivers are pretty freaking nuts.
Yeah, they are.
I think he needs Adams to come back. I also just understood.
He needs Julio to be Julio too.
Yeah,
Julio's been-
Julio's weird. You get like 3 or 4 huge games from Julio every year, and then the rest it's like, is he there?
Yeah, I mean he'll put up. Okay
he just gets so much defensive coverage. It's just ridiculous.
He's still got a game there with 22 and 18, but then the other 3.
We need a couple of those 40-yard
9,
games
5,
from Julio.
4, 10.
Yeah, he's on a scoreless streak.
Which you'll take 10. You'll take 10.8 points all
yeah,
day.
10.8 in standard is pretty solid. That's like
Yeah,
low wide
you're
receiver
never gonna
1,
be
high wide
upset
receiver
with
2
that.
numbers.
Yeah, I mean, if he had his receptions in there, he got 18, 19 points without a touchdown. It's pretty good. If for in PPR, that is. I mean, I get the argument, but I'm gonna stay with the brand because I have to. It just,
All right,
it just be like that.
Classics number 1.
Respect it.
If we're being homers, I got to put classics at number 1. We're playing it different this year. We're not having 3 or 4 solid receivers and a couple decent running backs on the bench. We're not having a shitter tight end that no matter who we trade for, he ends up being like tight end 10. Like we got Travis Kelce. He's still kind of sucking a little bit.
Yeah,
But
he
that
has
floor
been.
is so high. He's still number 3.
All
He's
right.
coming around.
All right, so let's do quickly. This has been a freaking long podcast. I haven't
Yeah,
even.
we've bullshitted a lot.
Yeah,
Nah, who cares?
yeah.
That's
Y'all can just listen to it.
Yeah.